Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about something that I believe is one of the best pathways to you transforming your self-image and reinventing yourself, rebranding yourself, and that is through impact and visibility. This is something that I stepped in about maybe 3 years ago, and it has absolutely transformed my self image and the way others see me as well. And so I'm starting this new series for the month of March. It is called Made for More March. I created this series because I am in this like March madness and I'm like, what do my girls want? Like, they know that they are made for more. And so this series is really to light you guys up, for you to start betting on yourself, seeing yourself differently, and making bold moves, taking action towards the things that you want to take action towards. And so, one of the bold moves that I made when I realized that I was made for more is deciding to become a woman of impact, a queen of impact, and to step into visibility. And I think that this would be something that is so transformational to you as women who are made for more, because I know that when you feel that you are made for more, you feel that restlessness inside of you, right? You're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I like this can't be it, right? I know that I'm meant to be doing something completely different. I know that I'm meant to be showing up completely different, bigger, bolder, better, however that you want to be. You know that there is something that's stirring up inside of you. And a lot of times that can be through what you are watching other people, watching other women online, doing their thing, making impact, being visible, and that can stir that restlessness in you as well, because you know that you too are also made to make impact also and step into visibility. And so this video is for you to introduce impact and visibility and your plan to just transform your self image, transform your confidence through intention. And why this is one of the best ways to transform yourself through impact and visibility is for a few things. Because when you step into visibility and impact, you are intentionally deciding what you want to be known for, right? A lot of times we hold on to things, like we hold on to identities that we grew up with, identities that no longer serve us. For example, growing up, I was always considered to be this shy person, a shy person who didn't want to be seen, being insecure. And when I decided to show up online and start talking about confidence, then what happened? People started to match my name with confidence. The words insecure, the words shy, never even, like, those all started to disintegrate, right? They all started to go away because I created what I want to be known for, how I want to be seen. And so when you step into visibility, this is one of the best ways that you can decide who you want to be known for. And those identities, whether it was maybe inconsistent, whether it was shy like me, or an overlooked person, any word that did not serve you, any identity that did not serve you, you have the power within yourself to transform that image that you hold with yourself and that other people hold with you by stepping into visibility. And what I mean by visibility, yes, you can do it like with your friends, you can do it with your family, you can do it at the store. Those are one-on-one kind of things. And when you want to make a bigger transformation, doing it publicly to the masses, it creates a faster movement of transformation. So, what I mean by that is when more people see you being the person that you are choosing to be, when more people see you talking about a specific thing that you are impacting them with, then they start to realize you, recognize you, tie you to that word. See how that can happen in more of a mass and a massive way versus a one-on-one way, right? And that can take like forever. We don't want that. And another reason why this transform your self image and fully rebrands you toward yourself and to others is because when you decide to intentionally step up and create impact through visibility, there is something that happens with you. You you start to be accountable of your words. So for example, if I'm showing up speaking about confidence, speaking about self image, then when I am not on camera, I still have to show up. I still have to embody. I still have to do bold things. I still have to express confidence. I still have to work on my self image. I still have to come online and demonstrate to you what I am embodying. And so, what happens with that is that you reaffirm when you are speaking about a certain thing, you reaffirm to yourself that you are who you say you are, not only when you're speaking about it, but when you are also living in integrity. So let's talk about something different, right? So let's say you want to rebrand yourself and reinvent yourself and be known for someone who is like productivity and time management. And because maybe you've always been known to be very like you lack discipline, or you've been someone who is all over the place and you just do not want to hold that identity anymore. You want to completely dissipate it. You don't want to be known for it by yourself and for others. So, because you are deciding to show up online and create content and impact other people's productivity, their time management, and you're teaching them this and you're teaching them that, it's going to hold you accountable that when you are not on camera showing them exactly what you're doing, then you are living in integrity doing that as well. And that only reaffirms you again, that reaffirms the new belief that you are set in yourself, the new identity that you are set in yourself, that you are a person of commitment, that you are a productive person, that you manage your time. You are disintegrating that identity of being all over the place. And as you consistently do that, then again, you reaffirm that with yourself and you also reaffirm that with others. And that's just a process of how the cycle works. I can't think of the exact word for it. So, for example, it's like when you have an identity. So our identities, right? Let's say we've been living in the identity of a person who is not disciplined, who is inconsistent. Guess what? We have this identity and then we take action based off that identity. And because we took an action that was inconsistent, maybe we procrastinated, we didn't show up like we said we were going to show up, then that reaffirms that identity and it makes you believe it even more about yourself. And the cycle continues. Now, when you decide to do it publicly, because you want to keep your word to people, because you don't want to say, I'm this, I'm that, and then you don't do it, then you don't be it. That's gonna feel bad, right? Because no one wants to be the person who publicly is not being who they say they are. And so typically when we're not visible, we're able to keep certain things to ourselves, right? If I'm saying I'm gonna do this and then I don't do it, and I never share that online, guess what? Then nobody's gonna hold me accountable, but it's not gonna hurt as bad as when if I say I'm gonna do something publicly, this is how I am, this is what I do, and then I don't live by it, it hurts worse. It stings a lot more. So when you begin to intentionally show up and create impact, intentional impact, this is for the women who know that they are made for more, not for those who just want to show up online just to create anything, doesn't care about who they're going to impact. That's all good, whatever. I'm speaking of to the women who know they are made for more. This is how you get to reinvent yourself in a way that can absolutely transform you so much faster. You could transform you so much faster because now you are making yourself accountable. You're holding yourself to a higher standard because you know you are made for more and you know that your impact means something. When you don't really care about like your impact, then of course you're not going to really hold yourself accountable because it doesn't matter as much. But when you really care about your impact, then you are going to hold yourself accountable, and that is one of the beauties in rebranding yourself. You only really rebrand yourself and transform your self image when action is action influences the identity and the identity influences the action. It consistently rotates over and over again. And so I want to invite you ladies to my new coaching offer. It is called Queen's Launch. So this offer is specifically for the women who know they are made for more. So what this means for you is that over the course of 6 weeks, you will receive private coaching to launch yourself, to be seen, to make your impact. And the bonus is create your clear pathway to profit from your impact, whether that is an income or opportunities. And so I just want to invite you in there. Of course, if you feel like you are made for more and you want to step into visibility with intentional impact, then this is the place for you to be in. So I will go ahead and leave a link in the description box for you. All right, ladies. So that is it for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.